Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Please be seated. Okay, before we proceed, let us check your attendance. Boys, stand up and count.
1,
2, 3, 4, 5. And then girls, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many boys are there?
5,
How about the birds?
10.
And then what operation will we use?
Addition.
So 5 plus 10 is equals to
15.
Very good. No absent for today. So before we start, here is our classroom rules. Everyone, please read. Number 1.
Be kind to others.
Next.
Use listening ears. Use walking feet. Give hands to yourself. Help clean up.
The last.
Learn, love, and have fun.
Is it clear, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Okay, before we proceed in our next lesson, who of you still remember our last lesson yesterday? Anyone from class? Yes, Rambo?
Ma'am, it's all about short story.
Yes, very good, Rambo. And what are you remember about the short story? Yes, Christian? What did you remember about our last topic yesterday? About the short stories.
Short story has a good moral at the ending.
Yes, very good. So, let's give the two of you a round of applause. Okay, last time we discussed about short stories. So, I'm glad that you have learned a lot about our lesson last day, yesterday. So, do you have any questions or clarification regarding to our topic in our last day? None. So, that's good to hear. So, 1, the group 2, and the group 3. So this is for the group 1, group 2, and the group 3. So what you are going to do is to create or form a word again. Like what are you did before. So using those letters inside the cup, so you're going to form a word.
Done, ma'am.
And then pictures. Okay? Are you done?
Yes.
Is everybody done?
Yes, teacher.
So from the word that you formed, I have here a three strip, wherein the statement or phrase about the words that you will be creating are on it. I will place it here. Okay, is everybody done?
Yes,
Ma'am.
Okay. Now, what are the words you have created? Group 1,
setting.
setting. Now, okay, from the words you have created, group 1, what are the words did you form?
Setting room.
Setting. And from the phrases that you read on the board, which one of these are the meaning of setting? That can be identified with setting. Please put it on the board.
Is
Setting.
setting.
And then please read the meaning of setting.
Refers to the time and location in which the story takes place.
Is group 1 is correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Setting refers to the time and location in which the story takes place. You can consider group 1. How about the group 2? What are the words that you formed?
Character.
Character. And which phrases need character can be
This one,
identified?
ma'am.
This one. So put the letters on the board.
Okay. Traces. Doon na. Ay, gulo.
Then read its meaning.
Character are the people, animals, or personified inanimate objects who experience the story.
Is group 1 is correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Character are the people, animals, or personified inanimate objects who experience the story. How about the last group? What word did you form?
We form a word glad.
Glad.
Meaning of
Now
glad.
please put it on the board.
story.
Is group 3 is correct?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Map is the organized pattern of events that make up a story. Great job! All of you got the correct answer. So let's give group 1 a donut cup. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Di ang bato isubot donut. And then for the group 2, give them a Alice Batisha clap. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Very good, very good, very good. For the last group, let us give them a Kalapati clap. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, very good, class. Okay, did you enjoy our game, class? Yes, ma'am. So, now, we are proceeding to our next lesson. For that, please meet our learning objectives. Okay? First bullet, please read.
Learners demonstrate understanding of text elements, comprehend various texts. The learner should be able to use diction, choice of words to accurately analyze text elements. The learner should be able to identify the important story elements such as setting, character, and plot.
Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
And now we are proceeding to our next lesson. That will be presented.
Okay. So now, as we will start our lesson, let me read first a short story. Okay, it's story time. But before that, I have some questions here. Okay, who among you did deceive someone before?
None, ma'am.
Okay, none of you. So now, I will read the short story entitled The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Okay. A boy named John was once taking care of some sheep not far from a forest. Nearby was a village, and he was told to call for help if there was any damage. Okay. What was the name of the boy again? John. Okay, John. One day, he thought he would have some fun, and he cried out with all his might, "The wolf! The wolf is coming! The wolf is coming!" The men came running with clubs and axes to save the boy from the wolf. As they saw nothing, they went home again and left home. They went home again and left John laughing in his sleep. Okay, what do you think will happen next?
That was so happy.
John was so happy. He will do it again. Okay, he will do it again. Okay, now let's find out what will happen next. Okay. The day before, he had so much fun. John cried out again the next day. "The wolf! The wolf!" wolf broke into the flock and attacked the sheep. Among them was a beautiful lamb that belonged to John. Then he felt very sorry that he had deceived his friends and neighbors, and he grieved over the loss of his pet lamb. Okay, the truth itself is not believed from one who often has deceived. Okay, that's the moral of the story. Okay. So, based on the story, what was the name of the boy who deceived his friends and neighbors? John. Okay, John. Why did you think John deceived his friends and neighbors? Why did you? Okay, Cyrene.
He thought it would be funny.
Okay, John thought that it would be funny. Okay. Why does no one help the boy when the wolf actually came?
Teacher.
Okay, Ariane.
Because they know that the boy will just deceive them again.
Okay. They know that the boy will just deceive them again. Okay. Why does the boy shout the wolf is coming the first time? Okay, Franco.
To make fun.
Okay. To make fun, and they know that the boy will just deceive them again. Okay. So why does no one help the boy when the wolf actually comes? Franco?
Because John already fooled them twice.
Okay. They fooled them twice. You're right. Okay, what do you think the boy learned at the end of the story? Okay, CM.
The moral lesson of the story is don't lie to others and to make fun.
Okay. They learned that
Don't be like to others.
don't be like to others, and that people do not believe him if he keeps fooling them. Okay, what do the people's actions tell you about how they feel about wolves?
Again, ma'am.
What do people's actions tell you about how they feel about wolves?
Teacher.
Okay, Ariane.
People believe wolves are dangerous.
Okay, people believe wolves are dangerous. Okay, the boy felt sorry that he had deceived his friends and neighbors. Do you think it was right? Why? Okay, Sarah.
I think so because making fun of others is bad habit.
Okay, very good. So, Cyrene, if you were the boy, would you do the same thing? Would you fool your friends and neighbors to make fun?
No, ma'am, because it is bad doing.
Okay, very good, Cyrene.
Okay, did you enjoy reading the story?
Yes,
Teacher.
Now we will discuss about story elements. I have here some pictures, 3 pictures. What you will do is, I will post the picture and you will give some insight what you can see in the picture. Okay? I have here the first picture. What can you see?
A sheep.
A sheep.
A boy.
Boy.
And dog and villagers.
A boy, a sheep, and a villager. What do you think are these?
The characters.
Very good. Give yourself five claps. A boy, a sheep, a bull, and a villager are the characters in the story. A characters refers to the people, animals, or personified intimate objects who experience the story. Again, who was the character of the story? The boy who cried wolf. Okay, John, the villager, the sheep, and the wolf. Just like in the picture. Okay, very good. Now you already know the characters. Next, I have here the other picture. What can you see in the picture? Clouds, field, okay, forest. It is a cloud, hill, or it is a hill. What do you think is this? A place, right? But is a very good. The setting is what we call the place. It refers to the time, location in which the story takes place. Just like in the story of the boy who cried wolf, it happened on the forest or in the hill. Very good. What again is the setting? The setting is a place, a time, where the story takes place or happened. Very good. Now I have here the third picture. What can you see in the picture? What is this? Very good. This is a sequence of yes, or story. In other words, it is what we call the very good. Give yourself five claps. Okay. This is what we call the plot. And plot means the organized pattern or the sequence of events that make up the story. Okay. When we say plot, it is the sequence of events. It starts from the beginning, middle, and of course, the end. In the story of the boy who cried wolf, what is the beginning? The boy just make a first make a fun or a joke, and next again he also make another joke, right? And for the last, the boy cried because the wolf ate all of his lamb or sheep. Okay, that is the elements of the story. First, we have the characters, setting, and plot. Very good. Give yourself 10 claps. Okay, I know that you're listen well to our discussion. Now, I will group you into two groups. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
It's called activity time. This is the group one, this is the group two. So, here's your task. Group 1. The group 1 will be given a story to identify the elements of the story. You will be given 10 minutes to present your output. Okay? Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. For the group 2, you will be given a jumbled sequence of the story to arrange. It will be presented after 10 minutes also. Okay, I have here your task. This is for the group 1. And this is for the group 2. You have 5 to 10 minutes to make your activity. Are you ready?
Yes.
Is everything clear?
Yes.
Okay, you can start now. Are you done, class?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but before we start the presentation, we will have here the rubrics. Okay, first the criteria. Okay, we have three criteria. First, we have the content. Content. Who done first? Who group finish their work first?
Sir, me, sir.
Okay, group one. Group one will be the first present their work. So for the content, we have 10 points. And for the creativity, we have 5 points. And for the collaboration, we have 5 points. The total points is 10 plus 5 plus 5. Very good. You will get 20 points if you got the criteria correctly. First group, you can present your work now.
Read the part of the story. They are not in the correct order.
So, we are assigned to arrange the jumble sequence. So, for number one, Super Kid was flying around when she saw a cat that was stuck in a tree. She wanted to help the cat get down. The second one, Super Kid flew down to the tree and tried to grab the cat, but it scratched her. Next is, after the cat tried to scratch her, Super Kid got a great idea. She went and got a blanket. And the last, Super Kid used the blanket to grab the cat and shoo it down to the ground. Finally, the cat was safe.
Okay, very good. Let's give group one an Indonesia clap.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Very good, very good, very good.
Okay, for the next group, you can present your work now.
Our task is to read a story and identify what is the character of the story, the setting, and the plot of the story.
Siren will read first the first part of the story.
A Visit to the Library by Tori Telfer. Ron is very excited today. He is going to the library with his sister Anna. Dad and baby Sam are coming too. Do you think the library will have a book about fish, Dad? Asked Ron. He wants an aquarium for his birthday. I need to know what fish like to eat. I'm sure they will, says Dad. They have books about almost everything.
Okay, so
The librarian gives Ron and Anna each a library card. Now they can check out their very own books and take them for 2 weeks. The characters of the story are Ron, Anna, Dad, baby Sam, and the
very excited today that Dad and Baby Sam are coming too. And the librarian gives Ron and Anna each library card, and lastly, the librarian points toward bookshelf that is painted blue like the ocean.
Okay, very good. Let's give them a great first clap.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and good job.
Okay, both groups have their task done very good. Okay,
Now, we will have a short assessment. If you really listen well, you can answer this correctly. So, our activity for today is all about the story element. So, this, the direction of our activity is to fill in the blank with the correct word. So, you are going to do is to come here in front, then type your answer here. Okay? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, number 1, CM. Read before you answer.
Blank refers to the time and blank in which the story takes place.
So, what is it?
That's the answer.
Yan. Thank you, CM. So, setting refers to the time and place in which story takes place. So, CM is right?
Yes.
Okay, let's give CM 3 claps. Okay, the next question.
Next one.
Who can answer number 2? Okay, Sally. Read it first before you answer. Blank refers to the blank animals or personified inanimate objects who experience the story. Okay, what story objects it is? Character and people.
After people.
Character, people, picture. Okay. You fix it up. So, character refers to the people, animals, or personified inanimate objects who experience the story. So, Cyril's answer is correct. Okay, let's give Aling Denisha back. Okay, let's proceed to number 3. Who can answer number 3? Okay, Sarah. Read before you answer.
Blank the organized pattern or sequence of events that make up a story.
Okay, what is it?
What?
Okay, Sarah. Plot the organized pattern or sequence of events that make up a story. So, do you think Sarah is right? Okay, that's great. So, let's give Sarah a driver's clap. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and repeat. Good job. Okay, so those 3 answers you right here in front earlier are the most commonly or the most encountered in the story setting or in the story events or elements. So now we will proceed to activity. So our activity is my day as a story. So the instruction who was with you and what happened. And after that, we're going to identify the story elements, the setting, character, and the plot. Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now, bring out your activity notebook and give me a start. Class?
Yes.
Okay. Who can share their work in front? In front. Okay, Franco.
My day is as a story. I chose a recess. I will read the story, ma'am.
Yeah.
During the recess, Christian Mark took my allowance and buy some foods, but without knowing, Christian Mark shared it. Me and Christian Mark shared our food together on recess time. That's all. And the character is me and my friend Christian Mark. And the setting is the cat in the canteen. And the cat is we eat together our food and we're getting full. That's all, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Franco. So, he chose that recess because it seems that his favorite routine when he was in school is in recess time. So, give us Franco a drum clap. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We are NPO, we are NPO, we are NPO. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Okay. So now you will pass your work here in front and I will go to check it after. What are the important story elements? And can you enumerate those three?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I will going to post it here. So I will going to post it here.
Kawain mo na lang. Ma'am, there's a razor in the box. Oh,
Okay.
this is what you want to use the eraser.
So I will going to post it here and you're going to enumerate those three elements based on the story that we read earlier. So who can answer me in front? The first story element. Okay, Sarah. Next, Kai, Lynn, and Alina. Okay, thank you. So the story elements are the setting, character, and plot. So those are the story elements. So do you think those elements were presented in the story that we read a while ago? It's a yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Why? Okay, Franco.
Because those elements are very important in the story. Story can build without those elements.
Okay, very good. So from the story, the boy who cried wolf, what is the moral lesson you get? Okay, Franco. Okay, Ara. What was
Don't be like to others.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Ara. So, in any situation won't leave you anymore. So, did you get it, that story?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's good. So, always remember that it's very important not to lie. Instead, always tell the truth. So, that's what I've said to you earlier. That always tell the truth and do not lie. So,
Be honest.
okay, that's right. Always be honest.
Yes, the responsibility.
So, for your final assessment, for today's lesson, I will give a answer sheet for you to answer. So the direction is the direction of our activities, you are going through the story, then identify the setting, character, and the plot. So please bring out your book in English, then read page number 14, then read the story with the title of Little Bunny Cockroach. Then after that, we're going to answer this answer. Okay? You may take your choice right now. And last,
Yes, ma'am.
you will now exchange your paper with your seatmate and we're going to check it. So, who can answer number 1? Who is the character in the story?
Ma'am,
Okay, Ara.
the characters of the story are Little Bunny Cockroach, which is a curious cockroach who wants to prove his mother wrong. Next is a mother bun, Little Bunny's mother, who tells him to stay in dark places and hide for safety. The next one is the black cat, the dangerous animal that chases Bunny when he ventures out. That are the characters of the story. Those are the characters of the story.
Okay, very good. Let's give us Ara in 5 claps. Who got 10?
Ma'am.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, okay, 10. Who got 9?
Ma'am.
1, 2. 8? No more? Okay. Oh, that's great. It seems that you really understand our lesson and you really understand the story that you read. So, so now, before we end our discussion for today and before you take your home, for your assignment, and you are going to choose and read a story, then make or create a story map. Then I will give you an answer sheet, and you're going to do this to answer this and this. Okay? Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that's all for today. Please all stand for our closing prayer. Okay. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. So, goodbye, class.
Goodbye.